God is good, and with each day that passes brings us a day closer to the launch of Pantheon Rise of the Fallen. This is the Nathan Napalm channel, and if you're new here, please consider subscribing, especially if you're interested in Pantheon related content, MMORPGs, JRPGs, RPGs, all that kind of thing. And today, guys, I want to talk about a story that I found on Twitter that I thought was really good. I thought it was a really good example of a journey, right? A journey to Pantheon. And I really liked it, and I want to share it with you guys because I thought you would find some enjoyment out of it too. Now, before we get started, I do want to give a big shout out to the members of Napalm. Thank you so much for keeping this channel alive and for your support. And if you're interested in becoming a member of Napalm, please click the join button down below for more information and a list of perks. Alright, so this story comes from Rook Supreme on Twitter, and I did get his permission in order to share the story. And here's what he said. When I first heard of Pantheon, I was working retail and hand to mouth, barely cutting it. I made rent on my place each month, but for weeks at a time survived on a big bag of rice, some spices for flavor, and whatever sugar the nice old lady who lived next door let me borrow. At the time, Pantheon was claiming to be exactly what I loved about MMOs, in a game genre that was steadily losing those qualities I adore so much. I wanted to pledge, but I was also terrified of spending money on anything inedible. So I watched and I read more about Pantheon. I remained quiet, lurked the forums, watched roundtables and alpha footage, and started to hop jobs. Each one paid better and better, but I had to pay off debt that I owed from my struggle to not be homeless. So I still couldn't justify supporting this game I was so intrigued by. I threw caution to the wind 3 years ago and applied to a school which would teach me animation. I got in, I succeeded, and graduated within a year. Days after I crossed the stage at my graduation, I had a job as a revision animator for Rainbow Butterfly Unicorn Kitty. Haven't heard of it? That's okay, lots of people haven't. But since that first job, I've been getting more and more lucrative contracts until today. I'm working on a big production and making more money than I ever have. I'm not rich by any means, but I'm finally comfortable. When Eridoon passed, I think everyone who fell in love with Norath felt it. EverQuest was a life-changing experience for me. Making and playing my own character was a huge part of why I wanted to animate. I love breathing life into a character, and I had Eridoon to thank for it. So I knew I had to pledge something bigger. I had to honor the memory of a man who helped bring about something that steered the course of my life, and I had to help support a project that could likely do so again. Which brings me to today. I'm so happy I can pledge what I have. I mean, I'd love to pledge the highest tier, but hey, I'm comfortable not stinking rich. I'm sure nobody's read this far, and I don't blame you. This feels a little wanky at this point, but I'm genuinely happy to have come this far. I'm especially happy to see Pantheon come this far. I sincerely can't wait to play it, and it looks incredible. Next stop, Terminus. Now that story just really warmed my heart, and I just absolutely had to share it, so I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. It's one of those stories about a journey to get to Pantheon, which is an MMO about the journey to max level. But of course, we all have things going on in our life. I have many community members here that have suffered through the pandemic or other life-changing events, and I am here for you guys, and I'm also praying for you as well. And if you're out there, you understand it or what have you, sound off in the comments down below. Let's give them some love. I love the story. Thank you so much, Rook Supreme, for letting me share that with my audience. I really appreciate it, and I think a lot of people will find some value from it. And it is true. Pantheon is providing something that has been missing from the genre that we really need, as I talk about on this channel all the time. Something that is definitely a niche market. However, I think it's much bigger than a lot of people see right now. I think the success of classically themed MMOs, or going back to classic servers, and like when EverQuest did it here recently, for example, and the servers were a mess because so many people are trying to play. There's a lot of people who want that classically spirited kind of gameplay, and Pantheon's doing that, but they're not just getting stuck in old school. They also have a lot of features to move the genre forward while still holding true to feeling like a classically spirited MMO. So Anyway, guys, that's all I got for today. I'm not going to ramble on too long. I really just wanted to get that story out to you. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're new here, please consider subscribing, as we do cover Pantheon MMO content. We also do all kinds of crazy other things and have a lot of fun on the way there. And thank you to Rook Supreme for allowing me to share that story once again. I really appreciate it. And I want to give a big shout out to the members of Napalm. Thank you for keeping my channel in business. I appreciate you. I couldn't do this without you. And if you're interested in becoming a member of Napalm, please click the join button down below for more information and a list of perks. And until next time, guys, God bless and happy gaming. Please listen to what I say. I've been making videos all day. It's a video buffet, you can even hit replay. But please just subscribe. I can't even describe being part of my tribe. I'll even offer you a prize, but please just subscribe and hit the bell notification too.